What should Americans be preparing for?
Well, this is going to be a bad week. We are struggling to get it under control.
This is going to be our Pearl Harbor moment, our 9/11 moment.
I've never seen this much death in one day, except when I was in Iraq.
It's a horrible term to use. We have a waiting list of bodies to be cremated.
There's a lot of people out here risking their lives.
I won the state of Wisconsin. I'm going to win it again. I don't know anything about their lines. I don't know anything about their voting.
What's playing out in the streets is this overwhelming need for the basics.
What is that? It looks like a garbage bag.
It is a garbage bag.
What the fuck is going on here?
More people have died of coronavirus in the United States than in any other country in the world.
At a time when folks are ordered to stay at home to avoid crowds, voters have been showing up at polling sites all across the state today. That after Republican leaders, including Robin Vos, fought to keep the polls open.
You are incredibly safe to go out.
Republican lawmakers argued elections are essential services. The courts agreed they should not be postponed.
In Milwaukee, there were only 5 polling locations open in the whole city.
They're telling us to stay in the house, but then one of the most important times, they're forcing us to come out here.
In Milwaukee County, Wisconsin, where Black Americans are just 26% of the population, they're more than 70% of the deaths from the coronavirus.
There are stores in South Carolina where I live where there's a sign on the door that says you cannot come into the store location with a hoodie or your face is covered.
He just followed us from outside, told us that we cannot wear masks. We're being asked to leave for being safe.
We all know what those type things are directed at. You are less likely to be tested, less likely to be treated, but more likely to be on the front line doing the work.
This is not just about trying to control and eradicate the virus. It's also about dealing with the trauma and the mental health effects that are going to spill forth.
Unlike some of the other tragedies that we've experienced, the isolation part of this is something that is going to have, I think, a real effect if we don't work at making sure no one feels alone.
We're literally on day 120 million of quarantine.
I've left the house maybe 6 times.
I'm going to do a puzzle all day and be an old man.
How are you handling it? I miss the audience because I get all of my value from their praise.
Time now for the most important question of the morning.
What day is it?
It's Tuesday.
There's no such thing as Saturdays anymore. It's just every day is today.
New York may be seeing results after weeks of stay-at-home orders.
ICU admissions are down and the daily intubations are down. Those are all good signs.
Of the 43 states that have issued stay-at-home orders, at least 18 consider places of worship to be essential.
I moved here from Texas for this church, so it's definitely essential in my life.
I'm not scared of this virus. When it's my time, it's my time.
Virus feeds on fear. I don't have fear. I have faith.
We don't believe the governor's order is legal because both the federal Constitution and the state Constitution protect our right of free exercise and our right to peacefully assemble for that purpose.
A surreal scene. Pope Francis celebrating Easter Mass, presiding over a near-empty St. Peter's Basilica.
Jerusalem was practically deserted just ahead of the Jewish holiday of Passover.
What are you doing for Seder?
A lot of nothing.
What are you doing for Seder, Julia?
I'm doing a Zoom Seder.
Moses didn't feel worthy of the task. Please, Lord, ask anybody else. But there was a need. Too much suffering to ignore. Too much work to be done.
I'm sad that I got sick. No regrets whatsoever.
The things that football taught me on the field and practice and games, I'm trying to use it every single day because it keeps me motivated, keeps me driving forward.
So, in a time of crisis, Moses, the most unlikely of leaders, stepped up to the plate.
We got an I-24. Richard Bletcher's waving a hammer up high.
And you know what? When the need is there.
You're seeing people from every walk of life that need help.
When the time is right.
But here we have a great group of volunteers that are here on Good Friday.
Every one of you who is sitting at their Passover table, we all have that power. You can all step up to the plate.